we are not your grandmothers and grandfathers in NAACP. And I know some chapters that's what I think of. We wanted to make this organization that already existed, that had a name, to see if we could make it work more effectively for justice in our community. A few years ago on, was it Christmas Day or Thanksgiving Day, we went to see Django. As soon as it was over, I went back and watched it again. And I was talking to my son, and we were talking about the character played by, Stephen, played by Sam Jackson. And my son said he was cooning. I said, I like that term. He was cooning. In other words, he deliberately did what he was doing. It wasn't just that he didn't understand it. He understood clearly his position in the hierarchy of white power, and he was comfortable and protectorate of his position as a failed people. He's a domesticated Negro on a plantation, and his job is to make sure that any other black person who attempts to be a human being, he has to take them out. You were asking me, I think, what problems did we face with the Crittenden County NAACP? That particular problem right there. Other black people doing everything in their power to invalidate, marginalize, destroy, and undermine, because they're trying to protect the system of white supremacy more than most white people, because, you know, you don't have to be white to be a white supremacist. Those black folk who practice white supremacy politics and who align themselves with its agendas, they are white supremacists also. Ben Carson, perfect example. And I'm not mad at Mr. Carson at all. That was not Dr. Carson. He's a brilliant surgeon. Omarosa is, of course, what she is. She's precisely what she appears to be. I'm not going to call her name, but you know what she is. And you know why she was in the White House. People say, why is she in the White House? Duh. Duh. Of course you know why she's in the White House. And when they were sick of her, then they kicked her out. Now she wants to write a book. Funny. They say you should forgive her. Well, I'll forgive her, but I won't forget. And of course, she can never hold a position of trust. And it's serious. If you want to know if you're talking about black folks that are serious, black folk are serious, are not going to allow cooning blacks to be a part of it. And if they do, then either it could be a strategy, but most likely it's because they're not what they appear to be themselves. I don't know if I answered your question.
You did.
I did. Good for me.